It's a vibe all the time. It's no surprise.
Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today I'm going to do a dream interpretation reading. Um, so these are the cards that pretty much showed out, came out while I was shuffling, and I had to look them up. That's why they're already showing. Trying to be transparent. But the other cards I haven't seen. So a couple of things. Oh, so it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. It's okay if it does not. You can go find another video that does. Or simply figure out what your dream means yourself. That's cool too. That's fine. But some questions here that we're going to look into are, why did you have this dream in the first place? What is the personal meaning? What message is Spirit trying to deliver to you? Why is this message playing in your subconscious? What specific message or lesson is this dream trying to help you learn? And what is the call to action? So, first, here we have the frog. Right? Get the whole card. The frog. A couple of things about the frog. It's a water, and but frogs don't always live in the water. They can live in water and land. They start off in water, but then later on in life, they live on land. A little fun fact. Not all of them croak. I believe it's only the male ones that can. Frogs are way different than toads. I believe they absorb moisture through their skin as well. We all know that they eat frogs and bugs. Yeah. Fun facts about frogs. That's all I know about frogs. There are some poisonous frogs. And then there are some that's not poisonous but has the patterns of the poisonous to use it as their advantage to, stay alive. There's that. Frogs. Okay, so if you're dreaming about a frog, it's saying that there's a transformation there and it's time to clear out or like declutter your life and heal what needs to be healed, so that when this new beginning happens, it doesn't get overshadowed by the darkness. You see, because see like how down here is white, but then like you won't, when this new beginning comes, it won't be overshadowed, like I was saying, about this darkness. It won't really have that much big of that of a deal because you're already healed from it. So when it comes, it won't be black or anything. It will just be like blah, because you already healed from it and moved on, and you're not holding any ill will and animosity. There we go, towards it. So if you see a frog in your dreams, it means good luck or spiritual. Oh, it means good luck and happiness. If you hear a frog crow, like not crow, crawl, like crows call, but no. If you hear like a crow, the little sounds that they be making, that represents good luck. But it also could be like a spiritual calling, a spiritual call, from an ancestor, or just a message that's coming from spirit itself. If you see a frog in, like I say, like a room in your house, like if it's a bathroom, a living room, somewhere, it just simply means that it's unclean. And if you catch a frog, that means that you're resisting change. If you kill a frog, you have victory over your enemies. If you see a frog flying, that's prosperity and love and goodwill, coming towards you. If it's a green frog, that's good. It represents growth If it's black, you know, what we have here is this darkness, shadows, and hidden beauty and emotional distress. Also, if you like have a dream, let's say you're in like a relationship and you see a frog in your bed, yeah, there's distress in that relationship. And it's time to detox because abundance is on its way. And like I was saying earlier, they start one part of their life in water and live the rest of it on land. And kind of sort of like the temperance card, you know, like on the temperance card, the angel has one foot on land and the other foot in the water. You know, spiritual and material is, well, water is supposed to be emotional, spiritual, and earth is supposed to be grounding, healing, materialistic, and stuff like that. So it's like the frog will be balanced in both. Next we have the couple of things, some colors that's on here. We have black, which is the absent of all, well, it's actually no, white is the absent of all color, black is all colors, presence of all colors. And then we have yellow, which is like your solar plexus, which represents your power, your success, and actions. And then we have green, which is your heart chakra, and like feelings and emotions, of how you communicate those and express those and share your love and show your love and compassion to others and stuff like that. Next, we have the elk, right? It's pretty much a deer, okay? A male deer. Boom. I'm gonna start with the colors first, cause what got me was the moon. It could be an eclipse or a new moon. I don't really know. If it's an eclipse, it's like it's a sun and a moon together, but that's feminine and masculine at the same time. But in an eclipse, a lot of things, you know, get shorted out. But also the colors I was saying, yellow, like I was saying before, represents your power, solar plexus, success, and stuff like that. And orange is how you feel about yourself, is your self-esteem, your I know I can't say it right, chakra sakra. And your self-esteem, self-respect, and stuff like that. And that would help you connect with others and pretty much motivate you to take action on stuff like that. And kind of sort of have red in there a little bit. Like a little tint of red, which is your root chakra and how you feel stabled and grounded in. Oh no, I put it with the mouse. I explain why I have it that way. Your root chakra, how you feel grounded and stable and secure in your environment and with others, and also in your body. But it's especially in your body. Like, if you don't feel secure in your body or secure within inside yourself, or how you don't feel comfortable being around certain people, you know, let me get like that feeling when somebody like walk in the room and they were just like, yeah, now you got to keep an eye on that person, is like, that's pretty much your root chakra. Oh, also, it's the earth sign. Well, this elk is supposed to represent earth in this, for this day. So let's see what it has here. It says elk personality is fully established in themselves and they know their core values. They're very supportive, caring, and consistent and stable and resourceful. And they could also be like very headstrong. Right? Now, if you see a deer or an elk or anything like that, it's simply spirit saying like they know what you have been, like the things that you're going through. They know, they've seen everything. They've been with you the whole time, okay? And they're trying to make Just like how you want to be happy, they want you to be happy as well. But you will have to do the work to become happy. So, like, if there's things or people that are around you, you know, like with the frog, you live in the water and, you know, you've been there for a while and it's time to go live on land and explore that, you know, it's okay to do that. If you want to come back to the water, you can do that too. You can do both. So, if you see a red deer, that means strong independence. A wounded deer means something has gone wrong. A golden deer means despair and a breakthrough. A deer running means love and marriage. A horned deer means a short, passionate affair. A deer in a cage means misfortune and a warning sign. Losing a deer means that you're stuck. You feel stuck in a situation. A deer dying pretty much means like good luck. Like if you killed the deer, if you killed any of these animals, okay, it's pretty much mean good luck and victory over like something that was holding you back. And if you see like a baby deer, that means it's someone close to you. Could be like a family friend, just someone close to you. Now, I don't feel like I have to explain the mouse. Everyone knows what a mouse is, but it's a mouse. But let's talk about the little dots. Cause the pink note pretty much represents like love and like romance and stuff like that. And I'm pretty much explaining all the other colors. And again, it's an earth sign and it's a mouse. But when a mouse shows up, it pretty much trying to say like pay attention to details. And like pay attention to details and then like don't and make sure like you read it thoroughly. And if let's say you're trying all your might and it's not working out for you, it might be time to walk away and put your efforts onto something that could work out and could lead to something prosperous. So if you see a mouse, like in your dreams, okay, not in real life, in your dreams, if you see a mouse in your house, it can represent like a fake friend or someone that like not trying to see you succeed. If a mice in your dream, a mice is destroying something of yours or anything, it's pretty much material or financial loss. If a mouse escaped from you, it means someone is trying to escape from a problem or you're trying to escape from the problem. A mouse eating your food, you're not paying attention to your health or ignoring health signs where you shouldn't be. A mouse running in your house. I mean, if I ever seen, that would be a very hard dream. But if a mouse running your house in your dreams, that's pretty much a warning of conflict. If you killed the mouse, like I said, that's victory. If it's a black mouse, it pretty much means like you're like not paying attention to your health, like I was saying earlier with the food situation. But it could also mean that someone betrayed you, or someone is betraying you or going to betray you. Right? Either way, when a mouse shows up in your dreams, it's pretty much saying it's time to declutter and exercise caution. Like throw away things that need to be thrown away, like the frog was saying over here with the cleanse and clear out situation, declutter, so you can grow and move on. Because it could pretty much symbolize that you have a traitor like around you or in your midst, or you doing something unethical and that needs to be changed. Okay, now Racoon. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a raccoon is as well. I don't really have fun facts about raccoons. They got rabies. Oh, fun facts about a mouse. Ooh, we can put a human ear on the back of a mouse. Yeah. Um, Found that on bioethics, but it was a project that wasn't ethical. Oh, bioethics. It was an unethical project, and then like a human ear was cut off, and they needed to put it on something to keep it alive, and the only thing that was around was a mouse, and they was able to keep this human ear alive. Well, the cells alive, pretty much. That's what I mean. To be able to later on put it back onto this human, um, because we have we are genetically similar to monkeys, yes, but there's certain genetic parts of us that are similar to mice as well, which is why they use them for test subjects for us. Um, Fun fact about a raccoon. They got rabies. That's all I know. I don't really mess with raccoons, honestly. uh, um, they got paws. Like I don't really mess with raccoons. I don't know much fun facts about them. They travel in packs, kind of, sort of, but they can also be by themselves sometimes. Um, you will think you can only see them at night, but I saw four of them in broad daylight, so that could be a fun fact. Yeah, just it's raccoons. Um, but if you see a raccoon, it pretty much represents or symbolizing like the shadowy aspect of certain things that's being hidden, or certain talents that's being hidden that wants to be expressed, or that is unresolved, right? And it could be a part of your self identity, right? What I was saying earlier with the chakras, um, and you're hiding certain parts of yourself rather than dealing what needs to be dealt with and healing, so you can be your true authentic self, and that's coming out in your dreams, because your subconscious, is everything. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. It's your feelings, thoughts that you push down or that you're not dealing with, and that you have. Even you ever like thought about something or like worried about something so much, and then it like showed up in a dream? That's your subconscious. It does that kind of thing. Um, and it's pretty much trying to show you that you're not paying attention to the details, or oh, let me explain why I had these two together. Because they was looking in, like, pretty much looking in the same area, which is why I had them together. And this one's looking straight at you, which how I knew it was self. And this is like past, and these was looking forward. So I know that was future, pretty much. So you have to clear out and look at your past problems, declutter the past in order to move forward. And you need to look at yourself, declutter some things within you, heal some unresolved, maybe some self-esteem issues, self-image issues. Um, in order to move forward and take action on things that make you happy, and rather than putting on a facade. Because like raccoons, they eyes, they look like little robbers. Um, so rather than putting on like the little mask. So a raccoon, deception is near. It could mean deception is near. That you need to release doubt, explore the new, explore new things, and use your intuition. Like, what we had over here. Use caution. Um, because somebody could be deceiving you. There could be treachery. Um. Okay, if you see an aggressive raccoon in your dreams, that means that someone. Hold on. Either someone is lying to you or a lie is coming out, right? Let me rephrase that. Someone was lying to you and the lie is coming out. There we go. And if you see a raccoon hiding, that means that, somebody else is like, someone's hiding something or you're hiding something, right? And because you're hiding it, somebody else is going to get it because it's being hidden, you know? And if you see a raccoon rummaging through your garbage, through your trash, that means struggles. Feeding a raccoon is partnership. Like if a raccoon bites you in your dreams, that's bad luck. Or let's say you see raccoons biting at each other, they could represent like bad luck around you. Okay. Like before when I was like a dead raccoon mean, or like anything dead, or like if you killed it, that means like victory and you won. Okay, but a dead raccoon means covering up a deception. And if you see a raccoon chasing you, or if a raccoon chased you, okay, um, it's guilt that you didn't resolve from your past. And a family of raccoons is reconciling and realizing the efforts that you have put in with other people. Now, a bear. Oh, and that's also an earth element. Now, beer. Oh, we got blue and so that's your throat chakra expressing your truth, and then we have yellow. Um, which is your solar plexus, taking action and moving forward and stuff like that. But seeing that is at the top is more like the sun, which is illuminating and happiness and stuff like that. Which also your solar plexus is also all about. You know. Fun facts about bears. I don't really know any. I feel like we all know the regular things about bears. They hibernate. They just they I don't know. Just they regular. But the reason why the bear came up today is because it's pretty much symbolizing like waking up from a spiritual slumber and taking action on something new. So, which is why I made a note that is up here, that the yellow was up here, pretty much representing or supposed to represent the sun and happiness being illuminated and stuff like that. But if you see a bear in your dreams, it's supposed to represent, you being a strong warrior and being bold and resistant, overcoming adversity. Like I said before, they hibernate. You take the time that you need to take, rest up, and then come out when you wake up, and take action and seek food, find food that you need to, do whatever you need to do and take actions on it, on something new. It also symbolizes like being patient and protected, because they're very protective over their cubs and they look out for their cubs. And then they can be aggressive. Like, they're not always aggressive. Sometimes they're just fine, regular, and just trying to find food. But if you piss them off, then they get aggressive and then start mauling you and stuff like that. And there's different kinds of bears. That could be, the different colors. That can be a fun fact. And they all have different temperaments. But if a bear is chasing you, it means your escape or avoidance. If a bear is attacking you, it's wildness and aggression. If you're hunting a deer, that means, not a deer, a bear, that means you're accomplishing your goals. If you kill a bear, success and victory. Talking to a bear, that's a spiritual message. If a bear bites you, just like the raccoon, that is a threat or bad luck, a warning, obstacles like coming ahead. If you hug a bear, that's social, like social skills and adapting, because they be like, oh, you're such like a teddy bear, And if you see a black bear, that's power and authority. If it's a white bear, that's purity and cleansing. Now we're gonna get out the rest of the cards to see or make more sense of what's the whole thing or what's going on. How I see it, like I said earlier, with how the cards are positioned, the frog and the bear is looking in the same direction. The elk and the mouse is looking in the same direction, which is left, right, which is the past, because time goes this way, goes from left to right. So if they looking left, they're looking at the past. And the frog is looking to the right, which means looking forward to the future. So in order to move forward with like happiness, success, being peaceful, feeling healthy and stable and securing yourself, you have to take a look at right now, because the raccoon is looking directly at the camera. So that's why I knew it's present. You have to look at the present moment, and then while you're looking at the present moment, it will cause you to have to look back at your past and reflect on your past and think about why do you do certain things, or why you are the way you are, and if you want to continue that in the future. And if you don't, you still have to look back at the past in order to move forward fully and embark on something new with power, strength, and being stable and securing yourself, and knowing and having faith in spirit that they got your back. They're looking after you. They're protecting you. They want you to be happy just as much as you want to be happy. They're not trying to keep you stuck in something that caused you nothing but misery. They want you to be happy, because if you're not happy, it's like physics, like everything, or like science. They be like everything has energies, and there's like molecules and stuff like that. If everything has energy, and the universe just want everything to be like neutral and balanced out, like they have to be enough good and enough bad. But if it's a whole bunch of people miserable and just a little bit of people good, like happy, they're gonna try to make the people that's miserable happy. But then if you just want to be stuck in misery, it's but so much they can do. So it's just like, you have to also work with spirit and the universe and everything and the energies around you to be happy. So if somebody that's, they'd be like, misery loves company. So if it's just someone that's sitting here just trying to bring you down all the time because they're sad and don't have enough confidence in themselves, maybe, and you're trying to heal some things and grow and work on yourself, maybe that's not the best people to be around right now. Okay? You don't want to be around that or absorb that, because that's going to be hard for you to continue to move on and grow on what and focus on what you want to focus on. But another thing, when I saw the animals, that popped in my head was Archangel Sandolphin, right? And no one really talk about him a lot, but he's twin brother with Archangel Metatron, and the reason why those who don't really get talked about that much was because they were, at one point, they were human, water. They were human on Earth, okay? And they were prophets doing, spirit God's work. And they had some battles and adversities and some challenges, but they never gave up. They continued fighting along the way, doing what God told them to do, and fighting along with God, pretty much, or spirit. Well, in the Bible is God, so that's why I'm saying God. So don't come for me. But Sandolphin's pretty much the prophet Elijah, and the prophet Elijah in the Bible was clairaudient and could hear the voices, and from the other dimension, I had to speak and tell the people what needed to be said and speak the messages that needed to be spoken. And I said, here, artists, it could be you writing, painting, anything, expressing your truth and what needs to be said and what needs to be spoken. And so a couple of things about Archangel Sandolphin, other than he used to be a prophet. Both of him and his brother, okay? But Sandolphin is more like for artists and stuff like that. Like I was saying here with the Racoon. While Metatron, he's with everybody. He just write down the whole life of everybody. He's the record keeper. The Akashic records, the book of life. That's him. So they work together pretty much from time to time because Sandolphin delivers the messages and prayers that we have, to God. And he's very big on like helping and healing people in any way, shape, and form. And he helps you or help you heal in many different ways because healing for everyone looks different. And he want to help the human race because he can sympathize with us because he once was a human. He knows how difficult living on earth is and how it could be. And that's why he wants to help us heal and release the past that needs to be released and help us build self-esteem, self-love, and confidence in ourselves to help make genuine and loving and gentle and meaningful connection with people. And Archangel Sandolphin from time to time works hand in hand with Archangel Michael to help you create boundaries. Once you heal, Archangel Michael come in with the truth and cord cutting, and that helps you build boundaries instead of, so you won't continue letting the past hurt you and affect your future. One way that he might help you heal could be through music because music is very powerful. It helps you like lift your vibration. And definitely if you're singing, even if it's like a sad song, it can help you still get out that emotion that you need to get out. If you're dancing, raising your vibration, it's helping you release the feelings that needs to be released, and also that helps keep lower vibrations away from you. But like I said, with the artists, people, he was really big on like music, singers, songwriters, protesters. Because you have to write signs, slogans, catchy things, and like people with messages and stuff like that. And he can use like rhythmic animals to communicate with you. So that was one thing that also popped in my head because when I saw the frog, and Because he can use frogs, birds, and crickets. I don't know any other rhythmic animals, honestly. But yes, look at the other cards. We have joy, which is the yellow solar plexus chakra, you know, happiness, success. So it could be that your dreams are trying to your dreams could be trying to, if it's about the past, it's trying to say that it's something in your past that's undealt with that needs to be dealt with, so it won't get carried into your future. If you're having dreams about your present, it's trying to say that in the present moment there's some like problems around you that needs to be dealt with, so it don't get brought to the future. And once you see what needs to be dealt with and try to figure out why you're putting up with it, you will realize it's something in your past. Like I was saying earlier, it all ties back to the past. And you have to look at your origin story to see what made you who you are now. You know, you gotta, like, Batman didn't just wake up one day and was like, I'm Batman. He had an origin story. They all had an origin story. Even Superman, you know, he was shot from his planet down to Earth. Everyone has an origin story. And then, you know, probably when he realized that he was one way, but then come to find out he had this whole thing behind him, he had to look at that, dive into it so he could move forward and be happy with the life that he has and stuff like that. And then we have variety. My bad. It was variance, not variety. But it's pretty much, hold on, music stopped. Variance, which is pretty much like two different things like coming together. Like I was trying to say before with the Temperance card, it's an angelic figure, which is also made me think of Archangel Sandalphon, but that's not the angel that's on that card. I can't really find the angel that's on the Temperance card or what angel that is, but that's not the point right now. But it's pretty much saying like balancing the spiritual and materialistic, bringing like both of them could actually work together and exist together on the same plane and stuff like that for the good. For good, you know. Like I was saying before, if it's just like a whole bunch of people that's miserable, Spirit will try to help those people that are miserable. They always been trying to help you to see clearly, you know, get the sense of clarity, to show you why you're miserable, what needs to be cut out, what you're not paying attention to, the details that you're not paying attention to, what are you not seeing in your life that caused you to be miserable, so you to remove what needs to be miserable, because we had declutter twice, you know, to make you feel more stable and grounded in yourself. And even if you don't believe me that it could be materialistic and spiritual, either way, we have water and earth. That's two totally different signs. Variance that's coming together to work together. And they can work together. It makes mud, yes, but it could also make a whole bunch of other things that are very beneficial. And then we have nothing has gone wrong. So if you feel like something has gone wrong in your life, or that you made the wrong turn in life, oh, it kind of sort of connects. And wrong turn in life, like I just said, it connects. It's just you didn't. But, or if you feel like you're going on the, because even here we have the duality with the deer. No, not deer. That's a deer. Bear. There we go. The duality, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. That's why I kept saying deer. There we go. Because I was like, what? when I was like, it could be an eclipse, but I was like, I'm not really sure. Yeah, the duality of it, the masculine and the feminine of it. Feminine is like all caring and nurturing and emotional, and masculine is all, asking, action based and authoritative, and supposed to be controlling and stuff like that, or like taking control, taking charge, and things like that. And once you're able to see clearly, and then, oh shit, they really does line up. It has the same thing, like this one. Once you're able to like see it clearly and put like combine what needs to be combined, the spiritual balance, the spiritual and the materialistic or earthly, um with your emotional needs, with your earthly needs, pretty much, um you will realize that things may have like be tough and be difficult, but like I said, spirit was there with you the whole time. They're not gonna make like something drastic. No, they will say like protect you from certain things, right? So because like things could be way worse from time to time if we don't have them, and if they wasn't looking out for us and stuff like that. And it's like once you look back on your past and realize that, okay, that your past is your past, and that your past isn't your present, and it doesn't define you, and that literally like the past could be like 20 seconds ago. That's past, and honestly, the past doesn't really exist from time to time, right? Because unless you keep a record of it, like Archangel Metatron, no one really can really say what happened if they weren't there with you, or they didn't witness it with you. But then, even then, that doesn't really hold up in court because that's hearsay, unless there's a video to prove it. You feel me? That's why you can't. They will bring witnesses in, but they also need a video to back it up, because then it's just hearsay, and that's not, that change all the time. Oh, like music with Juice World. In one of his songs, he said that you use my past and my memories as a weapon. Your memories change as well. The past can change. No one can really say. You can ask that witness 10,000 times, what did you see? And you probably get a different story, like at least 5 times. And it just like, because it will change. Details change. More things will come up. Some things won't like start falling away. It won't matter that much. Things change. And once you realize that, well, all that really matters is the present moment, because what present decisions that you make right now can affect your future ones. That's what you should really be more focused on, like how you feel presently right now, rather than living in the past and feeling stuck in past situation and continuing living in, like, you won't still act as a child if you're, let's say, like you're 40, right? You should like hopefully have matured. You mature over time and with age. Then we have stop trying to change people. That shit never works. You do you. Hold on. Right. And it could be like those people that's either trying to change you, or you trying to change yourself, or trying to fit other people. That's what needs to be cleared out and cluttered out. And that could be why your dreams is trying to show you that it's like could be the spiritual message that your dream is trying to show you, like it's time to stop doing that. And it could be trying to show you like the future, like if you continue to do this is what could be happening, what could happen, and what your life could look like. And it could show you the past, like this is what your like past events, and that's leading to how you feel right now, or that's keeping you stuck in present moments, and that's gonna carry on into future moments. You're just pretty much being stuck in a state of whenever you was hurt as a child, pretty much emotionally. So you're seeing it as a frog. I would say emotionally like stunted and like mature wise, like you know, whenever, and let's say it was like multiple, like if you was a kid and you was hurt multiple different times and you never dealt with it. It could be like when you was hurt originally, that's just like the amount of emotions that you can deal with and you can handle, and you never grew past that. So let's say it was when you were 5 years old. So as a result, now when you hurt, you just throw temper tantrums, and it's just like you're a I just I don't know why I pictured a 30-year-old man throwing a temper tantrum. It's funny, but that shit crazy. Like that's, you grown as shit. Like get your life together. That kind of thing. Like why we throwing temper tantrums at this age? We should be able to communicate the problem and like vocalize it rather than sit here throwing things or slamming things and stuff like that. Communicate what you need to say what you need to say rather than doing all that. And then we have step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and tastes like ass. Eat something yummy. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. And then we have time to let go. Move the fuck on. Yo, like that 30-year-old throwing a tantrum. Like it's time to let it go. Okay? It's time to move on. Okay. Like, cause we can't carry this into the future, okay? We leaving this right here in 2022. We're not carrying this in 2023. It's time to change. We gotta let it go. And then we have make better fucking choices. If you were pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Like I was saying, if you're unhappy where you are right now, you have to look at where you at right now. Why, how did you get there? Why are you here? And then, once you start answering those questions, right? Then you'll be able to realize all this could have been avoided. Like, imagine a friend asked you to go out, right? And then you didn't really want to go out. You wanted to stay home in your PJs and your jammies. But rather than saying, no, I'm going to stay home, you said, sure. And now you out with these people and you're sitting here bored as shit thinking about, I should have stayed home. I'm out here. I'm tired. I'm annoyed. I don't want to be with these people. Why am I here? You're here because you made the choice to say yes. You could have said no, but you didn't. It was made better choices, okay? Or if they try to manipulate you on some, but you never come out. We don't never see you. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. All right? You can see me a different time. See me when the weather get better. Okay? With the beer. See me when the weather get better. Okay? Like, we have, you need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. Right? You might need to take some time to yourself. Slow things down. Right? To get like that sense of clarity and feel more joyful. And yoga also help you feel more like flexible. If you feeling stuck and feel more flexible, help you feel more calm. If you do it with weights, it can also help you with like certain things, it helps. It's very wasn't health also hair? Like, it's very healthy, you know. Why do you think people that always do yoga be living to like mad long and they don't never look their age? And then we have Beauty and the Beast. You need space and a relationship. And then, you know, they said in Beauty and the Beast is supposed to be a representation of Stockholm Syndrome. So you could be just staying in something because you're used to it. And then even though it makes you unhappy, you just stay there because you're used to it. And it was like, that doesn't make it okay. That still doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make it okay or justify that's why you should stay. Or that, for example, like if this child always throws a temper tantrum, right? That does not make it okay for him to do it. Okay, I understand that your feelings is hurt. But I'm gonna need you to be able to communicate it correctly, because I don't understand what a temper tantrum, what you're trying to communicate to me. I just know that you're upset. I don't know why you're upset or anything. You have to literally use your words to say, I'm upset because this, and the third. And because you could be used to the child throwing temper tantrums, that's still, the problem will never get solved because they never said what the problem is or why they throwing that tantrum. And that's why you could be saying that you need space because you became codependent or so used to it and became numb. Either became codependent to it and don't realize how damaging that it is because you became numb to it, and that's why you need space, so it doesn't continue to bring you down or ruin what you could do in your future. And feel like, because if you're feeling numb, that means you shut down like your feelings and your emotions. You don't even bother communicating it to this person. And that's affecting your, what I was saying earlier, like your root chakra, because you're not in a stable environment to speak what you or say what you need to say, and express yourself vulnerably and take action on what you need to take action on, because you have someone that's either throwing goddamn tantrum for no fucking reason as a child when they like a grown-ass person, or simply it could be you doing that rather than dealing with what needs to be dealt with, which could be a past problem. And once you remove yourself in the once you, like I was saying, once you look at it as past, present, future, and the present is right now, and your past is not your present, and you are not your past, you separate yourself from that, you will be able to see so much clearer. You'll be able to move on from things that you need to let go and move on from. You will see what need to be worked on and move on from what is draining your energy, that's not really helping you. And if it's someone that's sitting here trying to keep throwing up like your downfalls, simply might be time to let go of those people. They don't have like your good intentions for you. If you're doing so much better now and they're sitting here and want to always, like, I don't know why. Like, let's say like in the past, you know, let's go to the extreme. You was a crackhead in the past, right? And like right now, you're no longer a crackhead. And you just always, somebody want to bring up that time that you was a crackhead. Leave that person in the past, okay? They clearly just trying to keep you stuck and stagnated in that past event because you're no longer that crackhead anymore. Like, you're doing so much better, right? And I can't even, like, ooh, Cardi B, like when she was a stripper, right? And now she's no longer a stripper. And then, like I say, like somebody always trying to be like, oh, you just a stripper, da 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 da. Like, she's no longer a stripper. She has not been a stripper for how many years? Why are you still bringing that up? It would be that kind of thing. Those kind of people that's trying to keep you stuck and stagnated, you just release them and let them go. Because your path, nothing is wrong with your path. You didn't go and you didn't, like, like make a wrong turn anywhere. It could be people that was trying to lead you astray and make you make wrong turns and slow you down and stuff like that. And that's why it's saying that you need to like put space between those people and make better choices. Could be in like friends group, or like simply in choices in your life in general. And then we have the snake princess, the serpent path of power. Which I just sound about like a path, you know? You have your own path, they have their own path, and then, you know, sometimes people see the path that you're on and see that it could be better than them, or that you can lead to something like a prosperous like a wealthy past, and then they try to like, you know, become your friend, and then pretty much try to say, oh, you should do, oh, like Freddie Mercury. I don't know if y'all ever saw the Bohemian Rhapsody. It's on Hulu if y'all have not. But pretty much, I forgot how the dude became even like introduced to the whole like the group, but the group Queen, right? And everyone in the group other than Freddie didn't like this man. But then he was pretty much was a snake sabotaging the group, and then pretty much sabotaged Freddie. And it needed space in that situation. The only reason why he was really friends with Freddie was because of the money he can get off of Freddie, the people and the attention that he can get while being with Freddie and stuff like that. So it's like people could be trying to like slow you down. It's like on your path, there's some people that will slow you down, and there's some people that actually will motivate you and push you and help you like grow and be move forward. So it's up to you to be able to make those decisions and stand back and be able to reflect and see who was doing, like who's here for you and who's not here for you. And because snakes, they shed their skin, you know? So it could be saying that it's time to, the way you are now in this present moment, once you have that sense of clarity, you see what you need to change or what you need to move on, and shed what needs to be shed, you become a whole new different person spiritually, and you grow into something like with you grow in something bigger with joy, happy, you know, your life becomes better and lighter and freer. Like I was saying earlier with the raising vibrations, you know. And then we have the wolf moon. I will watch over you. I'm saying spirit was watching over you the whole time and protecting you and guiding you throughout the whole way. And you could be simply like asking them or keep asking them to release the people that's not there for you and that's not, you know, causing you sadness and stuff like that. But if they're doing that and trying to show you who they are, but you're refusing to let them go, they can do but so much. But just watch and guide you and try to protect you as much as they can, you know? And then we have, oh wow, the moon. We have the nurturing of feelings caused by, and then we have reactions. Well, in this card, are just little phrases. So you need to nurture your feelings, and it's okay. Don't throw a damn tantrum at like 30 something or like 20. I feel like at a certain age, it's not okay to be throwing tantrums anymore. Like, you should be able to communicate them fine. Because like I was saying earlier with the subconscious, there's feelings that was neglected, that wasn't dealt with, that was suppressed, or that was overlooked, that's causing you to feel unstable and insecure in yourself. And You can bottle your feelings up all you want. They're gonna come in your dreams, and it's gonna come in like many different ways. You ever felt like somebody was chasing you and come to find out that person was you? Yeah, you're running away from yourself. Like that's one example of your feelings coming back to bite you in the ass. Like that you have to deal with. And then we have the moon in Pisces. So hold on, because we have another card here. So could probably not the moon in Pisces, but we have in Pisces spirituality to ultimate experience, ultimately experience. Trust your psychic knowledge of resulting from the indecision of or about. So like I was saying, if you're trying to figure out what you want to do for the future, your dreams could be showing you past and future, but it's showing you everything. It was like, it could be saying like, this is your future because of like present decisions that you're making right now. And the present decision you're making because of past decisions you never dealt with. And once you like that you don't want this, like it's kind of sort of almost Christmas season. But like Scrooge, where he had Christmas past, presents, and future, it's like that, bro. It's like they're trying to show you need to change in order to grow, move on, and be better. Because if you don't, you're just gonna end up like Scrooge being like alone. Didn't he also die alone and no one like came to help him or save him? Or no, like he died for like mad long? You see, like that kind of thing. It's just. And then we have Jupiter. Hold on, I had to scratch. The grand of blessings from and good fortune. So Spirit is trying to show you that if you heal from your past, stop running from them, make better choices in your life rather than running away from them, right? Actually being brave enough to face them and knowing that they will give you the strength and the courage to deal with it. Once you deal with it and know that you and trust in your abilities and your strength and and be confident in yourself and know that you simply not trying will be the worst thing you can do or like hinder you, because you will just be stuck with the what ifs, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and then that will come out in your dreams. And then you can make your dreams a reality if you simply take the action and do it and do the work that you need to do. If you need to look at yourself, face yourself in the mirror, figure out what type of self-image issues you could be having that's holding you back and causing you to make these bad choices, and why they cause you to make these bad choices, or feel unstable or insecure in yourself or inadequate around certain things or certain people, or to be able to do certain things. Because Jupiter is all about expansion and expression. So, it also rules. It rules Sagittarius, Jupiter, yes, but it's also in the Pisces. There we go. It's also in that house as well. So it's like the other aspect of Jupiter, pretty much. And it's like expanding, because Pisces is all supposed to be like dreaming and dreaming and illusions and imaginations and stuff like that. So, and also the moon is also supposed to be illuminating and stuff like that. So it could be in dreaming and illusions. So it could be that your dreams are trying to send you a message that things could be so much better if you simply just do the work and need to like look at what needs to be looked at. And we have mature men. Exactly what I was saying before. Like you could be emotionally stunted, so whenever you was hurt, you need to learn those lessons to become more mature and grow up to take action on what you need to take action on. Because look at all that. You see, he has books. He has the knowledge. He has no, and then he has a globe, very world-like, and he has the knowledge. Smart, wordful, you know, you can come to him and talk to him about, or ask him a question. He can, pull one of these books out and say this, and a third. And that's what, Sandolphin is supposed to be able to do. Help you grow, heal, and move on forward. And you can build boundaries. You can help other people heal and continue to grow. Because, like I was saying, he works with magicians, songwriters, protesters, anybody with a message pretty much. But they have to be able to relate with people. Their words have to mean something when somebody's reading it. There's different kind of poems for different kind of things. Like if you want to be if you're heartbroken, there's poems for like when you're heartbroken that resonates with people. There's happy poems. There's like different kind of poems. You'll be able to help people and resonate with many different people and grow and transform what needs to be transformed, shed what needs to be shed in order to continue growing and maturing rather than just staying like throwing temper tantrum age. You actually can communicate and vocalize what needs to be said. And if you with somebody that throws a damn temper tantrum in front of you, you just gonna look at them. Look how he looking. Do he look like he deal with some child that gonna throw a temper tantrum? He look like, what the fuck is that? Okay, that's how he gonna look at them. Like, what are you doing, right? And then just simply walk away because it's embarrassing at some point in time, And then we have my fearlessness freedom. What? My fearless freedom light up the world. With that bear card, like I was saying, with the sun. And then we have attack, fear, pain, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Exactly. Your dreams is trying to say, hey, take action. I don't want to live this life anymore. We don't want to live this life anymore. Maybe we should change. Go somewhere else. Because we started off with water. And like I said, a frog spends the majority of his life in water. And then it goes to earth. Live on regular degular. Grassy plains. Come back to the water from time to time. That's no problem. But it doesn't always just simply stay in the water. It moves. It migrates. It can adapt. It grows. It's stuff like that. Oh, and then it's just the self-care card. So I'm going to do your tarot cards first. So let me reiterate the questions. Why did you have this dream? And what are something specific, pretty much why I did the whole animal card. Something specific to try to help you know what dream exactly was being spoken about or talked about. I don't know if the animals helped you or if it didn't. Maybe the mature man helped you. I don't know. Maybe it was a mature man talking to you in the dream, but it's giving you wise and good advice. It could be either way. But next question is, what was the personal meaning of the dream? And what was the message? What message from spirit? What is the message from your subconscious? What is the lesson that you're supposed to learn? And what is your call to action? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. Right? Under that, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Oh, we got the Emperor. I guess that's when the pre-shuffle stops. Injustice. Okay. So we have the Five of Swords, which pretty much is all like self-sabotaging and not knowing when to pick your battles. And like, know when to lose, like, know when to lose them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. You know when you have the upper hand, know when you don't. Choose your battles wisely. And the Seven of Pentacles is all about like harvesting and divine timing and waiting on some like your crops to grow, pretty much. And then we have Justice, which is either, things separating, coming together, balancing out. It's pretty much just a balanced energy. And it's fair and it's just, right? And the Emperor was all about control and power. Also the masculine, divine masculine, what about with the with the eclipse. When I was saying that it's masculine and feminine, pretty much energies together. The sun and the moon is feminine while the sun is masculine. The Emperor is supposed to be all about control. Oh shit, masculine and feminine. What? Oh, look at that. It's it could have just simply mean just it was a divine masculine dream that dreamt this. That could be that too. And they need to take control, and once they take control of their life and know what they need to cut out, they can see through the secrets and stuff like that. But that's kind of cool. It was a divine, wow. Who would have thunk he was right? Wow. But like I was trying to say before, I was all surprised by the Emperor and the moon. The Emperor is supposed to be able to like control and taking power and having, he's supposed to be all for kings but balanced, and he took the steps to learn each king and the characteristics of each king and balance it, and to be able to have full control over himself and know who he is, like with the elk, pretty much. And then we have, for the first question, why did you have this dream in the first place? We have the Seven of Wands. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put you here. Put you here. I'm gonna put you here. Right? Because the Seven of Wands is being defensive, but it could also be, it has two definitions. It could be like you being defensive, but it's also like you standing up for yourself. But then we also have here attack, pain, and fear, judgment, and other forms of separation are merely call for help. You're being defensive to something that's trying to help you. You might not like these dreams because it's showing you, it could even show you a future where you could be successful and happy and stuff like that. And you wake up and you're not happy, miserable, and sad, and you're confused to why you had that dream. It's kind of like a parallel universe, but not really. It could be your future if you simply cut things out, like that Justice card there. Cut things out, separate what you need to separate yourself from, to balance the energy within yourself and around you. Like, let's say like your friend group will be perfectly fine, and that one friend that always throwing a tantrum is always ruining something, but y'all okay without that person. You will know it's time to separate yourself from the person that's always throwing a tantrum. Maybe they're the problem of or the cause of all the problems that you have. And then let's say you remove that person and things start being calm and easy and cool and collective and flow easily, right? And then you hit another like hump or hurdle. You know how to deal with it and how to handle it. You're not gonna just continue to stay with something and deal with something. Be like, oh, because that's just how they are. Like that does not excuse them. Okay, it does not excuse it. It's they have to take responsibility for your action to be held accountable, and you also have to be held accountable and take responsibility for the fact that you're not responsible for somebody else's actions and should not be held accountable for somebody else's actions and how they care for themselves. Like if they want to sit here throw a tantrum and be throwing stuff out like all over the place and breaking something, it's not your responsibility to clean it up or take or do anything. No, let that person do that, because then they will stop. Maybe hopefully they will stop throwing tantrums. You know, they need to learn the lessons that they need to learn. Just like a child needs to learn that it's not okay to throw tantrums. Use your words. I can't help you if I don't know why you're mad. You know? Like if you're fighting something, talk to an actual therapist or someone that's like able to help you to like discover the problem, fix the problem, so you can move on and don't have to continue being this way, quote unquote, as if it's fine. Right? Next card, as what is the personal meaning, is the Ace of Swords, which is truth and clarity. It also be like a reconciliation, but it's clarity pretty much. And we have like this, like the sun here, and then saying that freedom lights up your world. It's the truth is here to give you a sense of clarity, to make you feel free and move forward. And but the truth can hurt sometimes. Like it's a double-edged sword. And like I was saying earlier with Archangel Michael, this is his sword of truth. You know, he's trying to give you clarity, bring you clarity, give you the truth to help you move forward. But if you're being defensive to it, it's gonna keep you stuck and you're gonna be confused. So who to choose and what's good for you and what's not good for you, and it's just like they're trying to tell you and it's not what you want to hear, so you just pretend as if you didn't hear it when it's just like you heard it, you don't like it, and you're not taking action on it, which is why things are the way that they are. Things will not get better or grow, because like you can, like with the Seven of Pentacles, you can put the seed in the soil, fine, no problem. If you don't water it, what do you expect to grow? It's just gonna be seeds in dirt, pretty much. It's nothing. And you have to actually water it like every week or something like that, you know, and replant it and stuff like that for it to continue growing and flourishing and stuff. Like you actually have to put in the work rather than just simply be like, I'm gonna do like the bare minimum and that's okay. Like, no, that's not okay. And then next question, which is what message is from spirit that they were trying to deliver through the dream? And we have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak and like being stabbed in the back. Like heartbreak is different for everybody. It looks different for everybody. And you're not healing or looking at the pain that broke your heart pretty much. And or past hurt and past pain. And you're not, because you're not looking at it and healing from it, you will not getting or learning the lessons that you need to learn. And if you're not learning the lessons are doomed to repeat itself until you learn it. And it's like that episode where SpongeBob was kept messing with I think his name was Flounder, and Flounder was like, I'm gonna kick your butt. You would have just think SpongeBob would just stop talking to the dude, right? Just stop talking to him. Just stop talking to him, right? But no, he kept talking to him, and every time is, I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna kick your butt. And then the whole Bikini Bottom ended up beating up this old man for absolutely no reason by a misunderstanding. And even at some point, one person was like, how many times we gotta teach this to you, old man? It's like that. How many times is spirit gonna have to like try to tell you, bro, just learn this lesson, okay? Once you learn the lesson, And it's not that hard of a lesson to learn. You learn the lesson, things start picking up and moving forward the way that you wanted to move forward. You just have to heal, look at your past, reflect on things that need to be reflected on. If it's with the whole raccoon, with the ego or a mask or identity problem, look at it, heal it, reflect it. Why you feel like you need to become somebody that you're not, or be somebody that you're not, or put on this whole facade or persona and be something that you're not. You know? And once you start looking in that and dealing and diving into that and heal what needs to be healed, you won't feel so shamed and guilty of it. Like, you can be like, all right, you're this person and you have this alter ego. Like Beyonce, she's Beyonce, and then she has, I forgot, the other one, like Slay something. It was in a song one time, but she has, Beyonce, and then she has her own little alter ego. Okay, that's cool too. But you don't see her out here wilding out when she in her alter ego. You be balanced and stable. Okay? Knowing that who you are, and that, sometimes you just want to be, ratchet. And that's cool too. You know that you can be fancy, but you can be ratchet at sometimes, Sometimes you want to be both. That's cool too. Look at that. Heal that. Reflect on that. That's part of you. It's in you. There's nothing to be ashamed about. And then the next question is what energies or message or theme that are playing out in your subconscious. And then we have temperance. Was not talking about the temperance card earlier? Well, it doesn't show it here, but like one foot on ground and then the other foot on, but kind of does. Well, water, and then the other earth, and then there's a path, and balancing, spinning the water, testing the waters out, trying to balance mind, body, soul, and spirit, the spiritual and the material world, and how it works for you and what doesn't work for you, to continue going on the path that you need to go on. And the Temperance card is the last card of soul searching. So you need to go within inside yourself, find out what needs to be balanced. Like I was saying, I don't know what angel that is. I know it's an angelic figure, I can tell you that much. They want to find peace and harmony within its life to continue on this path that leads to happiness. That's why I try to say, like, the raccoon is the present because it's looking forward, looking at you. And it could be you being defensive of something that can bring you peace and harmony and help you move on forward, which could be this dream. And your subconscious trying to tell you, like, ma'am, you're bundling up a lot of things and you need to seek help because you're not seeing things clearly that you need to be acting on, or that you need to act on because of this ego or persona that you're acting in. And then at some point in time that will lead to like a sort of depression, because your body or your body is going to get tired of being this character that you're playing or putting on. And even your mind at some point you're going to be like, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore. Right? And you have to figure out, rather than simply making up a whole nother character, figure out who you truly are. Like, talk to somebody, seek help, like a therapist, a doctor, any type of help that you need to get. But get help, okay? Look at the past, deal with the past, talk to somebody. You can write it, make a poem, but you got to get those emotions out somehow, way, shape, or form. Unless it's gonna, anxiety and insomnia and fears and guilt, all that's gonna eat you up and just swirl around and around, and then you feel less and less stable in yourself, and then that eats at your self-confidence and stuff like that. And then you feel like you can't really take action or do certain things, or you're qualified or good enough to do it when you actually are. No one is better than anybody. Everyone is equal. The next question is the specific message or lesson this dream was trying to help you understand. We have the 4 of Cups, I was gonna use my animal deck specifically just for the Four of Cups when I saw the mouse, because in the four in that cup on that deck, that Four of Cups has a mouse on it. So I was gonna, yeah, but it's crazy. I knew I was gonna come out, but the Four of Cups, you know, it was like you have three cups in front of you, and you're not really happy with those three cups in front of you. There's no celebration. There's no happiness. You can't share your emotions and be free and vulnerable with them, you know, and you are looking for help or wanting help, but you're not, like, you're not looking and like realizing that spirit is there trying to help you and taking spirit's help. You know, you're just trying to deal with it on your own when you really don't have to. You know, spirit is trying to help you, give you the clarity that you need to, like, to move forward. But you could be rejecting that help, or simply have a fear of rejection because you feel like, you know, feel inadequate and feel like you're not good enough for to take action or to get help from them. And spirit just like, bro, we help everybody. Like, honestly. Like, spirit helps everybody, honestly, like good or bad. They just, that's their job, to protect the humankind, okay? And like I was saying with like earlier with the angels and sand offering and stuff like that, and then like God, if we don't like God, why do we want to identify it as, right? If we all his like children and his people and stuff like that, you really think he just gonna turn a blind eye to his children suffering? That makes no sense. He's gonna send help. It might take a while to send the help that, you know, that's needed, but he's gonna help. He's trying to help, but he can't help. But so like if you don't want his help, he can't help. You actually have to act like crazy enough, you know, be like, I want you in my life. Can you help me? I have no problems with you helping me. He has no problem helping you. Just as, you know, you have no problem with him being in your life. You know? They're trying to help you give that sense of clarity, give you that cup, just with the sword, that give you that clarity, you know, intuitive clarity, you know, clear your mind, and your intuition and stuff like that, but you're not trusting what the messages that they're giving you because you're too busy looking at, isn't what they giving you, what they're trying to tell you probably don't match up what you're seeing in real life. And let's say what you're seeing in real life is deceptive and someone's lying to you with that mouse, you know, wearing a mask, being deceptive and not telling you how it really is. Spirit is going to tell you how it really is. They have no reason to lie to you. They probably won't tell you everything that you need to know, because they will tell you what, like, the most that you need to deal with for right now. If right now all you need to hear is tie your shoe before you fall, they will tell you to tie your shoe before you freaking fall. They're not going to tell you tie your shoe, you're going to fall in 5 minutes from now. They're not going to tell you all that. They're just going to simply say, hey, might want to look at your shoe, tie your shoe, you know, that kind of thing. Like, they're not going to tell you everything that you need to know. They're going to tell you little by little. But for this dream, they probably going to show you everything, lay it all out there, because this could be like something that puts you on the right path or puts you on the wrong path. It's up to you. You know, we have free will. You can pick your path, not pick your path. We can pick, you can pick your path that, you know, that is like preordained for you, you know, that was happiness and success. Or you can just simply, you know, decided, I'm gonna take control of my own life and continue being this character that everyone else has put upon me, or that I have forced myself to be, and make decisions that I don't want to do, that's causing me nothing but sadness and regret, because I'm scared that how other people is going to look at me or what they're going to say. You could, that could be your path too. And then later on that path, you wake up one day and then you have that sense of clarity that you're unhappy. You didn't want this life. Then you're just like, why am I living this way if I didn't want this life? And then it's going to hit your ass that it was your fault. You made these choices. You know, you could have got help way earlier on in your life. and make the changes that you need to make, rather than, let's say, when you're 60 and being all miserable, you know? Take advantage of it right now so that later on in life you can be happy and live in the life that you want to live. And like I was saying earlier, the lessons that you're not learning is doomed to repeat. So just learn the lessons. Like, because if you learn the lessons, then you can learn, like, you get the reward, you know. They won't continue. You might get another lesson later on, but you will get a reward for learning the lesson that you just learned. And then later on in life, maybe you have another lesson that you have to learn, or, you know, and stuff like that. They're not going to give you lessons on lessons on lessons. No. You know. But if you're not learning the lessons and just jumping from, let's say, relationship to relationship, and not looking at why one didn't work out and just jump into the next one, it's whatever happened in that old relationship is going to doom to happen in this repeat in this relationship, because you didn't look at what the hell that problem was. You know, you just brought it to this one. It's going to repeat and repeat and build and build and build and build until you look at it. And then what is the call to action? The Queen of Swords. She cuts things. She's logical, you know, very truthful. She also holds Archangel Michael's sword of truth. She's fair, but she also like cold and detached, like a cold detachment. She cuts things off with a crisp, cold and detached. She don't deal with no shit. Okay, that also, like, so. It's like once you see it clearly and you have this sense of clarity and know what needs to be cut out, like, if it does not spark you joy, cut that shit out, okay? Like, cut it out. Throw it away. Declutter. Make room for other things to come into your life that can actually spark you joy. She will do that. Because she only acts on something that's gonna spiritual self-interest. It has to make sense to her logically for her to actually take action on it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about luck, destiny, and, you know, future events. Oh, under that we have the High Priestess. It's all about like secrets and your intuition. Under that, oh shit, was the Hangman, which is all about things being on delay until you get a new perspective. Under that was the Seven of Cups. There was no more major arcana. I would continue looking like, is there another one? Nah, it was the Seven of Cups. It was all about confusion and not be able to see that all the glitter is not gold. But once, that's what you need to get a different perspective on to be able to move forward clearly. So let's now look at your self-care cards. We have Ground Yourself, which could be what the bearer was also here for. You know, that's a good, you know, spiritual awakening and stuff like that, and grounding yourself. And it was like a whole bunch of earth signs. And then we have Meditate. My bad. And then we have Drink Tea. It's the fact that her eyes is closed in each one. Oh, just, and then like the Temperance card, the robe is supposed to represent like him, the angel, they meditating. And like I was saying before, one foot is on the earth and the other one was on water. But the bears and a whole bunch of earth signs, it could be saying like you're feeling unstable, you know, ungrounded in yourself, and it's time to ground yourself to feel more stable so that the message can come to you more clearly. You have to, because if you're not grounded in your body, with the triangle, one part of the triangle is your body, is mind, body, soul. You know, if your body is not really stable and balanced, and your mind isn't really stable and balanced, because you can't you're not seeing things clearly, you're not getting that sense of clarity, you know, it's hard to communicate to you even more. even if you're in low vibrations, it's hard for spirit to communicate with you in those type of levels, which is why they're trying to tell you to heal or lift up those vibrations, meditate, ground yourself, drink some tea, dance, sing. Some songs you can sing. When I started this video, it was Usher, yeah. Celine Dion came on at one point. It's Chris Brown right now. Other than that, I just remember Moneybagg Girls and Future. So I don't. So those people too. You could be dancing. But yeah, I'm gonna do 3 cards, sum up, and then I'm gonna let it go and close it there. With this, because I know I kept saying like you could be getting messages in your dreams, and your dreams could be showing you this, and the third. If you like overthinking or too much in your head. So this is pretty much why I did this reading. It's on playing again. You see, it could be, I need to listen to some Celine Dion, I don't know. Or some Chris Brown. Some Usher. But I think this is like Celine Dion's one of her new albums. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a solid, stable beginning. And it's like the first slowest energy in the deck because it takes its time to, make everything just right or get everything just right the way that it needs to be. And then we have the Tower, which is a sudden change or divine intervention to shift some things. Which could be like the dream is trying to say, like to have a solid, stable beginning. Some things need to change and come crashing down and build on something like a solid, stable ground. To have a solid state beginning. Like don't build on faulty ground, because then later in life you're just gonna have a false stability that can just be easily taken away from you, or like easily blown away, pretty much. Imagine it like the 3 pigs, right? Like one built their house out of hay, the other one built it out of, I forgot. It was like hay something, and then the other one built it out of brick, and then like the other 2 were just easily blown down, but the last one wasn't because he made it out of something sturdy and solid, and like that, And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is all about taking time, learning the lessons, taking stock and the lessons that you need to be learned, and then applying what you learned to your environment or life situations. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil, which is the codependency, like I was saying here, that you could saying that you need a space from. But the change is pretty much like a self-image that's keeping you stuck and restricted that needs to come down. Oh shit, we got the 7 of Cups again. Confusion. You could be having like a lot of options and not knowing what to choose and what to pick, because you're picking options or things that feed your ego, like superficial things. And Spirit's trying to say like that material, superficial aspect is going to bite you in your ass and continue to bite you in your ass until you realize that pleasing other people or just pleasing yourself, or like how, like trying to make yourself look pretty or dolled up, or the designer clothes and all this other stuff, that's not helping anybody. No one really knows who you are at the end of the day. They just know that you can buy designer clothes. They don't know who you are. And then there's some people that can just be your friends simply because of what you're wearing and the things that they feel like they can get from you or being friends with you, rather than actually being your friend and generally want to be your friend and being there to support you. And that's what I was saying, like that's shaky, like faulty grounds. And if you're trying to build something with that person, it's gonna come crashing down, crumbling down, or simply get blown the fuck over Now it's Trey Songz. And get blown the fuck over because you didn't build it with something like solid and stable. And until you learn that, you will continue to be stuck in something or get stuck in stuff for materialistic needs, superficial needs, because you're not looking or healing what needs to be healed. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.